think that's what today's vlog is going to be. The story of how Alex met Shauna when Harry met Sally. She slid into my DMs.
Technically, but...
Just pray that I make it, Shauna. Just pray I survive. I don't even think it's of God. Oh God, I gotta go. Love you. Hey, dude, my junk is so numb. So this side of my mouth is still a little bit numb, but I feel like it went pretty good. The dentist this morning. I don't think it's that bad, but it feels that bad to me. I feel like it's Sylvester the cat. Suffering succotash. I just got this crown done. Can you see it? Does it look okay? Let's probably not start the vlog with that clip. I don't think anybody will make it past that. So all of that went pretty well. Now I'm just kind of waiting for this half of my face to wake up so I don't sound ridiculous. I got 2 projects to look at today, but thankfully I am not meeting with anyone. I'm just taking a look at the houses. Hopefully the numbness will not be a big deal. Where is Goose? Where is Goose? Job number 1, done. Thank God. My mouth is starting to calm down and I can feel my face. Okay, so I may be like 12 years old, but I've been seeing a lot of people skateboard on YouTube. Not like professionally or anything like that, but like I was watching some videos of this guy who lives in New York and he skateboards around. So I'm like, I want to skateboard a little bit. So I bought a skateboard and now I'm a skateboarder. That's what I do. On top of running, I'm a runner, but I'm also a skateboarder. And I'm also a loser. I'm out of fiery beef, but today we're gonna do the hot and spicy chicken. I think it's almost time to tell the story of how me and you met. I think that's what today's vlog is gonna be. The story of how Alex met Shauna when Harry met Sally. Yeah, you can eat your cereal. I don't give a crap. Me and Shauna met. Are you gonna crunch that the whole time?
I want me to eat like Alex.
Okay. I got a crown today. You know I can't. Me and Shauna met on the gram. As the story goes, whether Shauna likes to admit it or not, she slid into my DMs.
Technically, but I replied to his story because he had 20,000 dogs, and I replied to that because I was a veterinary technician and I liked dogs. So I was replying to that.
Yeah. It was the dogs. That's the reason. She thought I was totes amazing looking and ridiculously funny. Maybe not Ryan Reynolds funny, but pretty funny. I'm Ryan Reynolds funny. Shut up.
Funnier than Ryan Reynolds.
Kiss me. Thank you. Anyway, after a little bit of back and forth, finally, I think one night, is it when you were studying? So this is my take on it. She kept dropping hints that she wanted me to drive out and see her.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Did I? At the time, Shauna lived in Mobile. I lived in Pensacola. So, why are you laughing? Ghetto? Yeah, okay. So, Shauna lived in...
Trashville.
Yeah, Trashville. And I lived in Pensacola. Well, she kept dropping little hints, whether she wants to admit it or not, that she wanted me to come out and see her. Because at the time, she didn't have a car and she didn't have a driver's license. This story is great. I forgot how good this story is. Look.
Oh, it's trash. I know.
Just because you lived in Mobile, you didn't have a car, you didn't have a driver's license, you box dyed your hair. Anyway.
I couldn't afford anything better.
She kept hinting for me to come out and for me to see her. I remember when it got like super thick is when you were studying to take some of your test. And you're like, you should come help me study. You should come help me study. You remember saying that?
I really don't.
Okay, so anyway, that's a true story. I can basically say whatever I want, though, because she don't remember crap about anything. Do you remember my name and that we're married? I think the thing that finally made me come and like see her after we were talking, we exchanged numbers too, so we talked on the phone a couple of times before I actually drove out to see this stranger danger who on Instagram. But anyway, she would always bring up and she would always talk about a hot and spicy sandwich from McDonald's. Never heard of a hot and spicy sandwich from McDonald's, like ever. Well, there's a reason, because they don't have hot and spicy sandwiches in Pensacola.
They didn't at
they,
the time.
They didn't
They do
at the
now.
time.
Get some mac sauce on it. It's really good.
I didn't know that. So she's like, you need to get a hot and spicy sandwich. They're the best. It's on the dollar menu. I'm like, bet. Okay. So to be cute and funny, I drove to McDonald's one day in Pensacola and I record myself. I pull up through the drive-thru. Hey, can I have your order? Yeah, I'd like to get a hot and spicy. The lady's like, what? I had to turn the recording off. She had no idea what I was talking about. So I ended up telling her all about it. And she's like, you got to come to Mobile. You got to get a hot and spicy. So mine and Shauna's very first time ever seeing each other in person, our very first date, I picked her up at her apartment complex and we went to McDonald's and we both ate spicy chicken sandwiches. It was probably the worst date ever because that day, just a few hours before I picked her up, her roommate told her, you got to move out. I want to live here by myself now.
With her boyfriend.
With her boyfriend. So she was really upset. She had no idea where she was going to live or what was going on. So she was in the worst mood the entire time of our first date. Puppy, shut up. Ta-da. So that's the story of how me and Shauna first met. And that was our very first date together. Was a very sad, very quiet McDonald's first date. I talked the whole time. I was like, hey, I was trying to cheer her up, but
I hate the story. It makes me look horrible and makes you look like
desperate. Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Pretty much, yeah.
All the ones who had driver's license and cars didn't want to date me, so I don't.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
He stayed with me, so that is what it is.
I just told the story. I heard it.
I know.
I liked you.
Why?
You should appreciate me more after hearing that story. That's all I got to say. You think about that when you grab your Louis Vuitton purse and go to head out the door, okay?
People are going to think I'm a gold digger. I didn't know you had money, though. You hit that with your...
I don't have money. We don't have money.